Alright, so Demon King fight. Out of the fights you can call difficult in the game, I'll say this one and the Demonic Beasts, especially obviously the two most recent Demonic Beasts, are fights you can still call like high difficulty. But the difference being that obviously Demonic Beast, it's a once a week thing, and the Demon King fight, what's the actual name for this fight? I just call it Demon King fight. Whatever. The Demon King fight, you have to do it so many times because you need to get 100 of the material per True Awakening. So you gotta have a fast team, and we already had a pretty fast team. I had already made a video on a quite optimal team, but a buddy of mine, Iron, is a fellow Grand Cross YouTuber, French. Oh no, wait, okay, Grand Cross YouTuber. He texted me, and he said, "A text sounds like I'm doing SMS. Who uses SMS anymore?" He sent me a DM on Discord. That's a I'm not a 70-year-old. I don't use SMS. He sent me a DM. He was like, "Oh, there's a new team. There's like a new optimal team with ESCANOR." So I'm gonna be trying it out. Shout out to Aaron. I realized I never made a video on ESCANOR in this fight because I don't know. I just been very busy the past week. Had some stuff come up from my other channel, and I'm not lazy. I've been up for like 16 hours straight recording videos and stuff. I just been busy. But first team still remains somewhat the same, but we swapped Kizuna from the second team to the first team, which is actually way better, much more consistent. I had an issue with Kokaitis because, yeah, he gives you buffs and that's great. But sometimes she would miss a crit, and that would be unfortunate. Gear, I don't have UR gear for Kizuna or Tower of God guy, I forgot his name. Names are the bane of my existence, they really are. Always have been. And then we have attack crit for obviously our DPS. You can see I don't even have UR crit gear, I have her actually crit defense gear, so I just swapped put R, it doesn't really matter. Then we obviously have Nanashi, will give us extra buffs and stats, right? 30% attack. Then second team we have the ESCANOR, and we still have the melee plus Gaffer combo. He uses Festival Gaffer. For the longest time, I've been using Halloween Gaffer, but it doesn't really matter. Either Halloween Gaffer or Festival Gaffer are both really great. Festival Gaffer has some advantages, I think, over Halloween Gaffer, but I just found that it didn't really matter, and I just like the actual technical stats. It really wasn't the biggest deal. But, of course, you can use his passive to his advantage if need be. And then the end stays, actual stats, whatever. So, oh yeah, gear for the second team. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You have attack crit under both the DPSs, being melee and ESCANOR, and HP defense for the other two. Card set is the Sins card set, and for the first one, the card set is the extra attack for unknowns card set. It includes humans as well, so she's also contributing. He is human, right? Yes, he is, okay. It doesn't matter, it's for humans and unknowns, so it's perfect. You still get the 12%. I have not seen how the turns go, so I don't know what the card orders are. I didn't watch his video, but I just saw the team, right? He just sent screenshots of the team, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. I haven't tried ESCANOR on the fight yet, and I'm assuming he's great, right? He's a high DPS character. That's all you need when it comes down to it. For him to be, obviously you need more. I didn't frame that perfectly. You need more than just a high DPS character. But, you know, that's all he needs to be. It's what I mean. So, this is going to be simple. I don't even need, like, boom. You do the counter, and then Kizuna. Is it Kizune or Kizuna? It's Kizuna, right? Names. Terrible. And then she level 2s. Yep. And the extra attack buff from her. This should be clean, like, zero worries. Yep. So long as she crits every time, that's fine. That's fine, right? And that was the issue I had with Kokaitis, is that, yeah, he provides the buffs, but I think it ends up being a little inconsistent, where if you miss a crit, it takes 2 turns instead of just 1. But so long as she crits every single hit here, it's a guaranteed 1 turn, which is nice. Alright, let's see now the ESCANOR side, which is the part that we're interested in. So, 3-1-2. I think, I guess I'll just play the exact same as I would. So we're gonna do this, and then we rank up melee at the end. that will actually allow us to get the rank up for Galfer, so we get an extra level 2 card guaranteed. That was, again, that is the advantage this Galfer has over Halloween Galfer. Is the fact that he self-rank ups guarantees you a level 2 for him, because Melee will have level 3s, right? Once DK does his AoE, because he guarantees that he is going to do this AoE every single time. I'm pretty sure. I don't recall a single time I've done this fight and he hasn't done it. So he's going to do it. Melee's going to full cleanse, and that will give you 2 level 3 cards, which is good. But that ends up leaving level 2s on the table. You can adjust for that, obviously knowing what the next turn needs. But in any case, let's do this. Boom. That's perfect. And ESCANOR is gonna get ranked up. Do we just go for DPS already? I think we go, right? I had a cut in audio. Was that in the video as well, or is it just my headset? Hopefully it was just on my side. Alright, let's pop this. Do we just pop our big guns already? I think we do, right? Just Melee and then ESCANOR. Oh, we don't have... We don't have immunity from Kizuna. If we do it this way, huh? Yeah, that's death. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. You know why? Because after he gets to 1 HP, it's over. He doesn't heal anymore. Because he has this HP buff he gives himself. To be honest, I play JP, right? Let me level with you. I don't know exactly a lot of the times what the bosses do. I have experience playing the bosses, and that's how I can say, oh, you know, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do this. But realistically speaking, I just know from playing the boss. I don't even know how many times. Oh, I actually know how many times. I had that. I saw my statistics on that video earlier this week. They actually said how many times I've done Demon King, but I think that those stats are a little outdated. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like the Merlin's Lab thing. But if he gets a little lower on HP, right? You do some damage to him. He gets an HP buff. And that's an HP related stats buff, which means he gets a ton of recovery. And he gets like some healing at the beginning of the next turn. That means, you know, if you get him low, he can still heal and that can mess you up. But if you get him to 1 HP, you can't kill him because he's immortal. But if you get him to 1 HP, he does not have the HP buff anymore. I don't know what the threshold is exactly. Someone can inform me in the comments what the threshold is for him to... Let me see how consistent this team is. I'm assuming it's very consistent. To get to that point where he doesn't get the HP buff anymore, he just loses it. Because we saw in that turn where he had the HP buff, ESCANOR did so much damage through the HP buff, which is very impressive. Once he has the HP buff, we unfortunately can't see the stats that he actually has because it's within his turn, so we can't like inspect him. Once our turn starts, he loses, I'm pretty sure. In any case, once he goes under that threshold, he completely loses that buff and he does not heal anymore. So even if, for example, he ults, which can happen, right? He just ults you and wipes your team, because that ult is powerful. It doesn't matter, you just swap to the other team does 1 attack. He has 1 HP. Which means that even in the second wave of Wild, you can mess it up. So long as Wild is procced, he loses the immortality. So if he has 1 HP, and he loses the immortality, what happens is, even if he gets that stance, which lowers all damage to 1, you do 1 damage, he dies. So, do we not kill here? Oh, yeah, he attack lowered us twice. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that this would like guarantee us to always 1-turn him, but it's fine because this will kill. I like to leave the Tower of God cards for just in case I have to use them, but it's Not usual. 2-3-2. Yeah, this is one of those moments where I think the best thing for me to do is actually this, no? Yeah, I think so. Because that will guarantee me to level 2s and level 3. This is one of the worst turns to have, the 2-3-2. Personally. You know, having played this fight and in obscene amount of time to get my characters to awaken, right? This is what I find to be the most annoying one to deal with, because you have to actually think about it. You can't just autopilot it so hard. Yeah. Melee is going to give us the 2-3-2. We're not going to get a guy for self rank up, unfortunately, so no level 3. But whatever. 2-3-2. And we exhaust melee cards, which is not ideal. The order here for melee cards also doesn't matter. Like, I could have done the single target first with the attack buff. It doesn't matter. He has just way too much defensive player stats. And just stats, right? That it doesn't really matter. Like, it's whatever. 2-1-2. Let's do this. This. I just want to do level 3. It's with ESCANOR, honestly. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We won anyways. Does ESCANOR just kill him here? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna get the HP buff, which is gonna make him like super tanky, but I don't think that matters. Does not matter at all. 5.3. He would have. He could have done even more. Like, he could have had even more HP. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. That is one thing I said about melee on the trader melee testing of this fight. I was like, you know, one thing about Demon King melee is like obviously he's super great, but sometimes he can be a little off without his attack buff. Yeah, ESCANOR is never gonna have that issue. Remember when I alluded to not using the level 2s from this guy? Yeah. It's because I wanted to have fun and do the level 3s for ESCANOR. I wouldn't have done that otherwise. I would have kept the melees at level 1s. So they would become level 2s. But we're chilling. I mean, like I said, even if I did one level 1, that's all that would have mattered. Alright. We do one card and that's it. Yeah, this seems great. I'm gonna keep using it.